Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wildwind Lacquer. In today's video we are doing a little haul from Polish Pickup. These all came from January's theme, which was Greek mythology. Will is already getting chatty there. All of these are from brands that you've seen me haul before. In fact, I can probably say that all of them are up there in my favorite brands list, so we have a lot of good ones to look at today. I also have a cuticle oil pen to smell for you guys. I'm really excited to smell that one. So the first polish that we're going to look at in alphabetical order by brand is from Bee's Knees Lacquer, and this is called In the Name of Hades, and this one was a must-have for the month. So if you've been keeping track of Bee's Knees Lacquer, you'll know that they had their big Respawn Palooza last month, and that was their big closure. And so if you were a fan of theirs for a long time, like I have been, you were keeping track of every single polish that they released, and this is one of my favorite compositions from them. You have a very packed shimmer particle in here, as well as the holographic shattered flakies in here, which I absolutely love. This one is in a really beautiful burgundy base. You have that amazing shift that really glows off the bottle. You've got that red to gold. Here's that one in 2 coats. This one looks absolutely gorgeous on the nail. I think for me this is a perfect one for fall or winter. Of course, with all polishes you can wear them whenever you feel like it, but if you're a seasonal wearer like me, those are the seasons that this one feels like to me, and I absolutely love this. Again, cannot get enough of the combination of that shimmer and those flakies. This one is beautiful. So that was 2 coats of Bee's Knees Lacquer in the Name of Hades. Now we're going to go on to the cuticle oil pen. This one I actually ended up getting because Alicia from Lacquered Lashes on Instagram was raving about the scent on this, so I had to grab it. This is from BCB Lacquers and it is called Venus Rose, and the scent is described as being pomegranate, red peony, vanilla rum, and oak wood. So the combination of scent notes on this one really caught my attention, as did Alicia's absolute raving about how amazing this one smelled. When you have a fruity note like that pomegranate mixed in with a floral and a woodsy note and vanilla, I'm all in. I was very curious to smell this one in person, so let's go ahead and see how this one smells. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so this is amazing. Definitely happy I got this. There's something in here that smells familiar. And I can't tell if that's the pomegranate or maybe the peony in there or what, but wow. This is amazing. I would almost use this as a perfume pen because the scent on this smells like luxury perfume to me. This is amazing. So this is definitely one I'm excited to have gotten. You do have the brush end applicator. It will twist up from this end. So wow, I hope she comes out with more scent mixes like this. This is amazing. So that was Venus Rose from BCB Lacquers. The next polish is from Night Owl Lacquer, and this one is called Forever Maiden, and this is another one that I was really excited to see in person. The combination in here is really beautiful. You have iridescent flakies in a couple of different color compositions. I'm seeing gold, green, fuchsia, and orange in there. There are all kinds of colors. Did I mention green? There's green there at the edge. Then you also have these matte black flakies in there that add a really unique depth to this one. If I'm remembering correctly, this was based on the goddess of the hearth. So that reminds me of like the ashes in a fireplace. So a really interesting composition here of this polish. And it's all in a very lightly tinted like jelly gray base. Here it is in 3 coats. All of these do have a glossy top coat as well. This one ends up looking really beautiful on the nail. I love the mix of those black flakies with the iridescent flakies. You've got all of those different colors popping really nicely on the nail. And then you have those black flakies adding a nice depth to the polish. This one does still have a pretty sheer base. I don't know if that's going to come across there. Now, I don't know how much of that is from these being swatched on a clear swatch. If they were on your nail, you might not have it be as noticeable, but if you do have a very noticeable visible nail line, you might want to put this over a blurring base coat or maybe a very, very light gray, just to sort of give yourself that boost in opacity. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous polish. So that one was Night Owl Lacquer, Forever Maiden. The next polish is from Phoenix Indie Polish, and this one is called Nebula Chain. This is a nice delicate shade of pink. It's actually pretty sheer on the nail as well. What I really liked about this one is the mixture of ingredients that she used. You have that beautiful shimmer that just pops right off of that beautiful pink base. This one shifts to lots of different colors, and actually the color that you're seeing on camera as that aqua and green is not what I'm seeing in person. In person, I'm seeing a blue to purple, so this is going to look amazing in different lighting situations. Then you have that glitter mix, and I love glitters in polish. I think they look so cute. These are in a white matte, and I want to say there's a second like semi-glossy and maybe a different color. I don't know if you can see those popping against the matte white ones, but they do look slightly different. So a really fun combination. I love how it ends up looking on the nail. Here it is in 3 coats. Look at that shimmer. There, I think you can see what I mean about that shift. Oddly enough, on the nail, I do see the green that you're seeing on camera, but mainly what I'm seeing is that blue to purple, and it looks amazing in this base. Absolutely stunning. I like the layering of those glitters as well. Very cute and sweet polish. This one does maintain its sheerness as well, but again, unless you do have a very prominent visible nail line, you might be okay with this on your bare nail, or if you wanted to give yourself that boost in opacity, you could put this over a very soft baby pink to give yourself more opaqueness. But just a beautiful color, and again, that shifting shimmer in here is just beautiful. So that was Phoenix Indie Polish, Nebula Chain. The next polish is from Polished for Days. This one is Games of Flora. This is another absolute must-have for the month, and I'm really glad that I ended up getting this one. This is a beautiful and rather unique shade. In the bottle, it looks like it is a red, but if you look at the edges where you're seeing sort of a dusty rose, that's more close to the color that it actually is in the base. In fact, if you're seeing the bubble and you're seeing that softer purple, I'm trying to get to pop up there, that soft purple, that's what I'm seeing as the base color on the swatch. So this is a beautifully shifty polish, very unique. I love all the colors in here. Again, you have one of my favorite components, those holographic flakies, and then it is just jam-packed full of that glowing shimmer. This one has a beautiful orange to gold, but I'm sure there's other colors. I think I might be seeing a pinch of like a green at certain extreme angles, but I love the shimmer in this base. Here's that one in 2 coats. There, I think you can see that purple that I was talking about, which is really hard to see in the bottle. It is just so jam-packed with that shifting shimmer. Here on the nail, you can see that glow from that shimmer and those nice flakies. Again, one of my favorite things to see in polish, especially when it's mixed with a shifting shimmer. So another beautiful one. Really glad that I ended up grabbing this one. So that was Polished for Days, Games of Flora. The next polish has more of those glitters that I like. This is from Swamp Gloss. This one is called Bacchus Deliver Us, and this one is a thermal. You have a squishy purple base, absolutely loaded with these iridescent flakies, and then you have these soft matte blue glitters in a very light blue. Very cool composition. I feel like she's really known for this kind of a mix of using glitters and flakies in a squishy base, and they all look really gorgeous. One of my favorite ones from a few years ago was called Whoa, and it was also a thermal, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And look at all those huge flakies right there. Wow. So here's that one in 3 coats. I love how all of the different components layer up over each other. You get some of those glitters that look a bit purple because they are on the first or second layer of the polish. You can see all of those beautiful flakies in there. I want to say that this one thermals into a lighter purple, or it might be a light blue. Actually, I think I'm getting it to warm up. Hang on. There we go. There's the thermal. So you have that deeper purple when it is cold, and a dusty blue when it gets warm. Very beautiful polish. Again, I know I'm repeating myself on every single one of these. They're all beautiful. So that was Swamp Gloss, Bacchus Deliver Us. And then the last polish from January's polish pickup is from Wildflower Lacquer, and this one is Wild Frenzy. This was one that I was sort of hemming and hawing because I felt like I had something that might be somewhat close, but I didn't want to regret not getting it. It is a beautiful berry shade of purple, absolutely loaded with a shifting shimmer. You have this green to fuchsia that shifts to purple. It's really neat in this base, and I don't think I have anything quite like this. I might have something that has a very similar color combination, but not this execution. So this is really, really gorgeous. You can see a bit of that berry shade pop up there at the edge of the bottle as well. Here is this one in 2 coats. The size of the particles on this one is absolutely gorgeous. I think they provide a beautiful twinkle on the nail. You can see that deeper shade of the base color there in that purple. Very gorgeous. I'm super happy that I did end up getting this one. Like I said, it inevitably happens that if I decide not to get a polish, once everyone starts getting their orders from Polish Pickup and starts posting their own swatch pictures, for whatever reason, I still haven't been able to pinpoint what it is, but I inevitably find at least 1 or 2 polishes that I absolutely end up kicking myself for not having gotten, but I'm glad I ended up getting this one. That was Wildflower Lacquer's Wild Frenzy. And there you go, that was my haul for January's polish pickup. Let me know which ones were your favorites, or if you got any of these, have you worn them yet? If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.